Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Dropping Dimes Podcast Daily Dime Series. This is now episode 19. And for today's episode, we have all the games for you, including this game against the Lakers and the Rockets. Yes, sir. THT. And then, of course, we also have part two of our pick and dime, and some of our dimers chimed in. So we'll be sharing some of their thoughts on our pick and dime between LeBron and AD. And of course, we still have the top plays of the night. Oh my goodness, Chris Boucher is back. Dropping Dimes podcast starts right about now. Yes, sir. So again, if you love basketball and if you're so interested about the NBA and if you want to follow all the latest transactions, all the latest news, scores, updates, etc., then this is the channel for you. And with that, I'm inviting you to subscribe to our channel by hitting on the subscribe button and hitting also on the notification bell. Please feel free to share the video as well, leave a comment, and smash on the like button. So let's kick off the episode with this one. Okay, so let's kick it off with the travel back in dime. So again, this was way back January 11, 2007. Steve Nash led the Phoenix Suns to a 109-90 win over the Cleveland Cavaliers as the now coach of the Brooklyn Nets dished out 21 dimes. Wow. 21 dimes against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers as the Phoenix Suns easily defeated the Cavs 109-90. So that is it for our travel back in dime. Let's now go to our spin and dime segment. Okay, so for our spin and dime segment, again, this is in collaboration with Sports Daily News. Please follow them on Instagram at sports_daily news_. Let's kick it off with the Timberwolves beating the Spurs 96-88, led by that guy, D'Angelo Russell. And then a tough loss for the Raptors as they lost by 1 to the Warriors 106-105. Steph Curry struggled, but the Warriors still won. OKC Thunder winning against the Nets. The Nets have a lot of problems right now, losing to the Thunder. And then, of course, the Clippers escaping the Bulls. As much as the Lakers escaped the Bulls, the Clippers as well, 130-127. And then the Utah Jazz beating the struggling Detroit Pistons 96-86. And then the Denver Nuggets, wow, just like that, they're now 500 again. And as they blew out the New York Knicks, 114-89, Knicks back to reality. And then, of course, the Lakers taking care of business against the Houston Rockets, 120-102. Let's now go to our featured games. Starting with this one, Schroeder to AD for the finish. Look at that one more time. Dennis Schroeder to AD. No problem as the Lakers easily beating the Houston Rockets 120-102. AD led the way with 27, 4, and 1. And then, of course, LeBron had 18, 7, and 7. Trez Harrell had 16, 8, and did not have a dime, but that doesn't really matter. Christian Wood had 23 points, but only 3 boards. James Harden, even though he really looks very much not interested whatsoever, but look at the numbers, 20 points, 6 boards, 9 dimes. John Wall had 14 points, 10 boards, and 5 dimes as well. And if you're wondering where DeMarcus Cousins is, he got ejected again after 2 technical fouls. Let's now go to this second featured game. Okay, so for our second featured game, look at this. The claw. Oh, taking a candy from a baby. Sorry, Kobe White. There you go. And then Leonard easily dunking it using his big hands. Yes, sir. So the Stats, the Spurs, escaping with a 130 to 127 win over the Bulls. Kawhi Leonard had a blast, 35, 2 and 4. And then if you notice, he wasn't also wearing the mask anymore. PG-13 continues to ball, 28, 7 and 9. Yes, sir. Doesn't want to be called Pandemic P anymore, I suppose. Lou Williams had 21 points, 1 board and 4 dimes. And then this guy, Zach LaVine, playing like an all-star, 45, 7 and 7. He continues to ball here. And then Garrett Temple had 18, 6 and 1. And the rookie Patrick Williams had 17, 2 and 2 for the Bulls, who lost by 3. Let's now go to the third featured game. Okay, so for the first, look at this play. Jokic bringing the ball down like a point guard and going to Gary Harris. And basically, they were the ones who really made it so difficult for the New York Knicks. New York, after all the hype, back to a place that they've been dreading. They're back to reality. Sorry, New York. Sorry, Sir John Murr. Sorry, Papi Miguel Estepa. Now let's go to the stats. The Joker and the Nuggets. Yes, sir. That's my main man, Nikola Jokic. They beat the Knicks 114 to 89. The Joker had 22, 10 and 5. Gary Harris, it seems like he wants to get picked up. 14, 3 and 1. PJ Dozier had, yes, that's PJ Dozier had 12, 5 and 2. And then Julius Randle had a big game, 29, 10 and 5. Alfred Payton, not so much, only had 12, 3 and 5. And Mitchell Robinson had 11 and 5. So as you can see, no RJ Barrett, no Austin Rivers. So yeah, that's the reason why they got blown out. 89, not really a lot of support for Julius Randle. Let's now go to the fourth featured game. Okay, so for the fourth featured game, there it is. One stop. And it worked for the Warriors for that one final stop to seal the win against the Toronto Raptors. Tough loss for the Raptors. They lost 106 to 105. Andrew Wiggins had 17, 2 and 4. Kelly Oubre had 12, 6 and 3. And Eric Pascal had 15, 2 and 1. If you're wondering where Steph Curry is, he struggled. He shot 2 for what, 16? Something like that. Couldn't make a shot. So that's why it really hurts for the Raptors that Steph didn't play well and yet they lost by 1. ICP played well, 25, 11 and 3. And then Fred VanVleet at 21, 5 and 5, and Kyle Lowry 17, 9. So those are the games or the feature games for our Spin and Dime segment. Once again, thank you to Sports Daily News for all the updates and the stats, and of course, for always collaborating with us. Let's now go to the second part of the Pick and Dime segment. Yeah, so still trying to explore this segment, by the way. So here are the two other dimers who chimed in on the question yesterday. Who is more important for the Lakers? Is it LBJ or AD? Let's start first with the Mamba, Sir Carlos Sombrito, also known as Calus Lucas. And then, of course, we also have another Laker fan here in Tito Paul, or also known as Tito Paulo Medalla. So let's start first with Sir Sombrito. So first of all, there ain't no one man in the history of the league have led a team into winning titles. It's always been a duo. You know, that's according to Sir Calus Lucas, that it's always been a duo thing. So for him, the importance, when we talk about the importance of both LeBron and AD, it's basically the same because they bring different styles, and then they also have different contributions for the team. But then at the end of the day, they are at their best when they're together. So there's really no specific answer who is more important for Sir Kalus. Bottom line, they are both important to the team, and at any given rate, at any given night, if they are working together, they can bring a championship to the Lakers. Now for Tito Paolo, he chooses LeBron for his leadership. That's the point of view of Tito Paolo. But then when it comes to some other things as well, like the skills and work ethic, he has AD there. Okay, so thank you for the thoughts coming from both Sir Carlos Sombrito and also from Tito Paul Medalla. Both of them mentioning that if AD and LeBron are working really well together, then there is no doubt that they can bring championships to the Lake Show. For Tito Paul, maybe a couple more, and for Sir Sombrito, maybe also a couple more championships, as long as they're working well together. So thank you again to our dimers who have chimed in and made this new segment worthwhile. Okay, so let's now go to my favorite segment, the top plays of the night. Yes, sir. So let's go to number 5. At number 5, we have this play from LeBron. Oh my goodness. Touchdown, LeBron James and the Lakers. What a pass. Look at this. Left hand money. KCP with the finish. Let's go to number 4. At number 4, we have Chris Boucher, denying Steph. What a rough night for Steph Curry. And then he gets denied by Chris Boucher. This guy can block shots. What if this guy is starting, right? He's getting limited minutes and he's getting a lot of blocks. I think he had 6 tonight, something like that. Wow. And then at number 3, let's go to number 3. It's Chris Boucher again. Look at this. Get that weak stuff out of here. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work against Chris Boucher. So number 4 and 3 going to that guy, number 25 for the Raptors. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Let's now go to number 2. At number 2, we have Damian Lee. Look at this. Oh, that is such a sweet Euro step. Wow. And that was like for his 1,000th point of his career. So what a way to get his 1,000th point of his career. Steph loving it. What a move by Damian Lee. Let's now go to number 1. At number 1, we have James Big Ticket Wiseman. My goodness, just imagine if this guy starts really learning how to play the game. Look at all the natural gifts. 7-1, bringing the ball down. How the hell can you stop that? James Wiseman. Yes, sir. And those are the top plays of the night. So let's now proceed to this one, our shout-out segment. Okay, so for our shout-outs again, thank you to Sports Daily News. Thank you to Sports Daily News for always collaborating with us. And then thank you also to Giftma PH. Thank you to Yowen Yes. Thank you to Snuggle Moments PH. And then also, I think there are people that I have to greet like happy birthday, right? But then more than, to my former student, Sean Francisco, happy birthday. Yes, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Sean Francisco. And then, yes, I promised him an automatic shout out, Sir AJ Kokjin, really working hard on the PowerPoints and all of that. Thank you, sir, for working on all our PowerPoints on physical science. So that is it for our shout outs for today. Thank you also, of course, to Pago T-shirt Printing Manila and to Istina, Cebu, and Lex. To see to this one. Okay, so for this one again, I would repeat before I even ask you to subscribe and hit on the notification bell. If you love basketball, if you love the NBA and you want to be updated and you want to, just always have a recap on what's happening, then this is a channel for you. The Dropping Dimes podcast by J.I. Dimes. Please follow. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, where else? Pinterest, and then Spotify and Anchor. And of course, here on YouTube, you can subscribe and hit on the notification bell, share the video, leave a comment, and smash on the like button. So that is it for our episode for today. This is the 19th episode of the Daily Dime series. We'll see you again on the next episode. This is J.I. Dimes, from what I've heard from Father Jerry Orbas last night. Always go the extra mile with a smile. Hey, keep safe, everyone.